Are we going into our first date? You gonna tell them about our first date?
Yeah, we can tell them about our first date.
All right, we're gonna tell you about our first date. So,
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe.
hey y'all, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, you already know what we're doing by the title, but we are doing a how we met video. And yeah, this is my boyfriend.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dev.
Make an intro on my channel. And yeah,
My first time on your channel?
this is his first time on our channel.
Dang, y'all.
Oh, this is my channel.
Right, this
Yeah.
your channel. This ain't even, yeah, dang.
Yeah.
I ain't never been on your channel before. You done had a channel for 3 years and you ain't never invited me on once. Ruthless.
Well, anyways, y'all, if y'all want to see this video, make sure you hit that red subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And yeah, we about to get into it. All right, baby. So let's take them back. Way back.
Way back. We talking like 5 years back.
It's been a grip. So, Boo, tell them what video we doing today.
So we are doing a how we first met type video because, like I said, Dom and I have been together for 5 years, and a lot of people are curious about our relationship. A lot of people are very nosy, so it's time we start letting people in piece by piece and let people know, how me and Dom met, and yeah.
Y'all, this is my favorite story because this is my love story. So I'm excited to share this with you guys. So I'm gonna take y'all back to when we first met, and at that time I hadn't met Devin yet. I was on the couch with my, at the time, best friend, and she had invited me to this volunteering event she was going to the next day, and I had nothing better to do, so I'm like, yeah, I'll go. So we called up the coordinator and she let me come, and that's how I met Devin. The first day I had not met him because we had like an orientation style thing for this volunteering program. So the next day we had went to the food bank, and that's the first time that I saw Devin. Now let me tell you, I hadn't saw him. I don't know if he saw me when I saw him, but I saw him when he came in the room. I saw him.
Oh, she saw me.
He was fine, y'all. He was fine. And I'm the type, I'm laid back. I'm not really like up there like, hey, but I saw him.
And I'm the type that kind of likes to chase. So, even though she saw me, I didn't think she saw me because she was sort of playing hard to get the whole time that, we started basically trying to talk to each other. So, long story short, like she said, we was at the food bank when we met. We were at this volunteer organization program, and she was starting out, and I had actually been in the program for a little while, and I was just a volunteer. I was coming to meet all the new people who were joining the program, and, I just was kind of scoping my views too. So when I walked in the room, she didn't think I saw her, but, when you see a nice little red bone like yourself, you ain't gonna miss her. Got the curly hair, like, hey, she was bad to the bone. So I saw her, but, I couldn't really act like I was interested because, that really wasn't my place that day that I first saw her. So what happened next, bro?
So the first time that we ever talked, do you remember what it was about?
I do not.
All right, so we were doing some type of activity in the room at the food bank, and he came over to grab a chair that was next to me.
All right, I kind of do remember that. I do. And I lifted up the chair, when you're trying to flex a little bit. She's like, hey, I'm about to lift up this chair in front of her. Hopefully she see me. And what did I say? I said something like, how you doing? Or hey, I
don't know what he said, to be honest.
See, she wasn't giving me no attention, y'all. No attention.
Yeah, so that was the first time. And then that day after we left the food bank, I was up out of there.
She was out, y'all. Like, I tried to follow her down the steps, but literally by the time she hit that front door, she had hopped in her ride and she was gone. I'm like, man, I couldn't even get her number. Like, dang. And mind you, I didn't even know how old this girl was. I was hoping she was my age, but I wasn't for sure that we were both in the same grade and we were both the same age. So that was kind of messed up. So let's skip to the bonfire.
And the bonfire.
So the bonfire was what? 3 weeks later? 2 weeks later? 3 weeks later?
It was a while later. I don't know.
So it was a while later, y'all. The program that we were in had a bonfire. And mind you, by the time the bonfire came up, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when you in high school and you talking to multiple people, which I was and she was too. I didn't even know she was talking to somebody, but she was too. Your boy kind of forgot about you.
Look, I wasn't thinking about him either.
Yeah, like I didn't even know you existed. You know what I mean?
You just come across those people that you just like, oh, they're cute. You might talk to them there, but you don't expect to see him again. And I didn't expect to see him again.
Right.
But yeah. So the bonfire came around a few weeks later, and but what did I have on that day? I had on some.
You had on some jeans. You had on like a white shirt and you had on these white Reeboks. Don't ask me how I remember that, y'all. That was the night I got my girl's numbers, and that's how I remember that.
Yep, that's what I had on later.
You had your hair in a bun, didn't you?
And I had it in a bun.
I remember that.
And so I got there, you know, I'm looking around, you know, just seeing who's there. And yeah, at the time in high school, I used to play soccer. So that's what I was doing when Devin came. I saw him. I'm over here, you know, on this side playing soccer.
Right. She over there playing soccer, and she playing like all the dudes out there playing soccer, and there's some girls out there too. But you know, all I'm seeing is Dominique out there with the dudes playing soccer, and I'm like, bruh, like what's my girl doing out there? Mind you, she wasn't my girl, but when I saw her, I remember all the feelings I was having a couple weeks before that, and I was like, oh shoot, like.
Yes. So
dang.
let me tell y'all what he had on, because I saw him come in the room.
All right.
He had on some khaki shorts,
She peeped me.
a pink top, and it was a little bit grippy on the arms.
Okay.
And he had on some white kicks.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, that's when we noticed each other. So, mind you, I'm at the bonfire, and like I said, I wasn't expecting to see Dominica there. So the whole time I'm there, like I'm talking to all my other friends, and me and Dominica had never formally met. Like I don't even know. Did I know your name?
Yeah, maybe if they said in the room, but he
Right,
never
but
really
I didn't
saw.
like know it. No, like I could be like, oh, that's Dominica. Like, and that was way before Dom, y'all. Like, let me get something straight. Dom came like a year later. This is when Dom was Dominica. Like,
Baby,
100%.
my channel don't know my real name.
Hey,
Now y'all
like,
know
dang, y'all
my
know the
name.
government.
My
God,
name is-
dang. But during the bonfire, I was eyeing Dominica, and I didn't find this out till after the fact, but she was eyeing me too. So kind of tell them from your perspective, and then I'll tell my perspective.
Let me tell y'all. So, you know, I was playing soccer. He came in, and he just, you know, went with, like, his friends and stuff. But, like, throughout the day, as we're at this event, he's just talking to all these girls, and that's not really my style. I'm not into guys like that, you know, but he was cute. But yeah, he was just talking to all these girls, and the one time that I thought I was gonna talk to him, we were roasting marshmallows, and I was like, maybe I'll have him do it for me, because it was hot outside and the fire was hot.
And
But
I remember you sort of just standing out there too, like you were sort of like waiting for me to come talk to you.
No, I was gonna go get him, but the thing was, he was talking to more females. And like I was just like, So we didn't actually start talking till like, how long was the bonfire?
So the bonfire was probably like 2-3 hours. We didn't start talking. So let me explain to y'all what happened. So long story short, the bonfire is going on. The whole marshmallow thing happened. I didn't talk to her like she said. I was talking with other friends of mine. And by the time the bonfire was like an hour and a half before it was over, we had like a movie night at the bonfire. So all the chairs were set up. And it's funny because I was about to sit up front with some friends of mine, but there was another girl there, not even gonna lie, Dominica knows this. There was another girl there that I was, becoming cool with, and I sat back next to her and her friend. So I get my chair, I'm sitting down, and then all of a sudden,
Let me tell y'all.
from
mine,
I look over on my other side and I said, God.
Okay. So this is how it worked. My friend was looking at somebody else there, and she knew I was looking at him. So when we had went, like some seats were already like, filling, and it just so happened that she had sat next to him, and she had looked at me and she was like, you want to sit next to him? And I was like, okay, I'll sit next to him. So I sat next to him so she could sit next to the person that she was trying to talk to. And anyways, that's how I sat next to him, but it was a little awkward because he was over there with that girl.
Exactly. So mind you, I got one person on the left, one person on the right, and I'm having fun the whole night because I'm like, God dang, like I'm having a good conversation. But it happened very weird because the girl that I was talking to, and I wasn't like talking to her like we define talking to people nowadays, but I was just having a conversation with her that night. She had to leave. So mind you, I was left with Dom sitting right here, and I was sitting right here, and we kind of hit it off.
Wait, okay, but so you didn't tell him, when was you peeping me at the bonfire?
I was peeping you when I first walked in, during the middle when you was doing your marshmallows, all throughout.
Yeah, so he was talking about these girls. I don't even know. Would you peep me when you talking to them girls?
Yeah, I was peeping you, but you can't show girls that you are that interested because I didn't want to look thirsty. Thirst was a thing then. You know what I mean? I didn't want to look thirsty like, dang, I wanna, like, I didn't like, no, like, I didn't want to do all that. Like,
all right, y'all. So we was like in a wooded setting, like woods everywhere, right? And this is when this is how our conversation actually got started, because I told you Devin had on these shorts. Well, before we went over there to watch the movie, because there was like chairs and like a big screen outside, they were like, put on the bug spray. Well, Devin didn't obviously put on no bug spray, so he's sitting there, and y'all, I was cracking up. Like, he was, ew, babe. Was that a bug? Alright, y'all, so he was over there, like, getting bit up, like, no lie. Like, he just kept jumping.
Like, y'all, I'm scratching. Like, I'm lightweight embarrassed because, like, I'm really going in because these bugs was tearing me up. I was like, dang, this is crazy.
Yeah, that's not even over dramatized. So I'm over there cracking up, and I believe that's how our conversation actually got started. And from then on, I don't even know what movie he was watching because I was like talking to him almost the whole time.
Exactly. We started talking, and once we started talking, I just was kind of playing the question game. I was like, what school you go to? She was like this. I was like, what's your favorite color? She was like that. Do you got a man? I forgot that question, but I should have asked because she did. She didn't tell me though that night.
I didn't have a man. I was just talking to somebody.
That's what they all say, right?
I was just talking to somebody. So at the end, he ended up asking me for my number.
So it's funny, guys. I was so nervous, like, because like I was really feeling her, but like I said, I had a lot of other things going on at the time. But like I said, I was really feeling her. Like I could tell she seemed like a real nice girl. So when we stood up and the movie was over, I remembered a couple weeks ago at that orientation that, you know, once something is over, she dip out, she hop in her ride, and she go. And I'm like, I haven't seen this girl since. So I was like, all right, it's now or never, Dev. And mind you, my heart beating, I'm nervous, she fine, and I'm like, man, I want to get her number. So I was like, you know, we just had a good conversation. Let me ask her. So I was like, can I get your number? And what was the first thought that came to your mind?
So when he asked, I had thought, and in my head, the first thing honestly was like, dang, I'm talking to somebody. And I had been talking to somebody for a few weeks, but it really wasn't like going anywhere, you know? We was just talking. So I was like, you got a kick. That would have been the worst decision of my life if I would have gave up my kick. Because I don't know, like, I was just like, you got a kick.
But
like,
I think I would have been able to play that off because I really didn't have a kick. You know what I mean? So I'd have been like, a kick. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Kick it? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what to do with that. I need digits. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
so
I need that number, girl. Shoot.
So yeah, I ended up handing my phone, and he put his number up in there.
Type my number in, y'all. I locked and loaded that bad boy.
Or actually, I think I put my number in his phone because he ended up texting me.
That is so true.
Yes.
So yeah, because you were waiting on my text. So all right, so tell the story of that perspective. So after the bonfire, after I got her number, right?
All right, so I went home. Actually, I didn't go home. I went over to my best friend's house, and we was laying in her bed, and I was telling her, like, dang, I got his number, like, for real, because she knew I really liked him.
Or you didn't get my number. I got your number.
Yeah, he got mine.
She gave me her number.
So I thought he was going to text me that night, but I wasn't, like, thirsty. I just knew he had my number. So, yeah, so when I had woke up in the morning, I was just with my best friend, and we were talking. And then he ended up texting me, and I was like, look. He texted me.
I did.
And
but I didn't think she was gonna respond. Like I got a couple numbers that night, not even gonna lie. And I texted a few people. So I thought she gave me her number, but I didn't know if it was real, y'all. I didn't know if she was actually interested in the kid. So I texted her, but I didn't really think she was interested. But come to find out, she was waiting, y'all. She was waiting for that text.
I wasn't thirsty like that, but I was waiting. Yeah, so yeah, he ended up texting me, and what did you say? I got this text message in my phone because it was so cute.
Dang, I think I said, you know, I do remember what I said because I remember seeing the screenshot of it because she sent it to me a couple years ago. I think I said, hello, Dominica. And then I was like, I don't know if I spelled your name right because I was like, I don't know how the heck to spell Dominica. I don't even know where to start. I bet you can't. Try to put Dominica down in the comments below. Let's see how you spell her name because it is extremely tough. I'll tell you that. I can spell it now. Dang.
All right.
Dang. I know all your information now.
All right.
Hey.
Don't put me on blast.
Hey. But yeah, that was the first text message I sent her. And from then on, y'all, I asked her on a date. It was funny because she had never been out on a date.
No.
Which was crazy. So I literally picked her up. If you are familiar with the area that we live in, I took her to a local park that everybody takes everybody to because it is
All right,
like...
don't downplay it.
Well, I'm not downplaying it because it is extremely nice,
at the time,
beautiful
I
park.
had never been there.
So this was huge for her.
All right,
She was
so
like, God
are we
dang.
going into our first date? You going to tell them about our first date?
Yeah, we can talk about our first date.
All right, we're going to tell you about our first date. So,
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe, baby. Like and subscribe.
all right, y'all. So that day I had soccer practice, and all the way up until soccer practice, as I'm walking to soccer practice, I'm texting him. And what was so different, the first time he texted me, he asked me on a date, and I was just like, okay.
Because she had never been on a date before. Mind you, like, dates was like normal to me because I had a car for a couple years, and it was like, you know, that's what
Right, I
people our
wasn't
age
driving
do.
at the time.
Right.
And anybody that I talked to, they didn't have a car either.
So life was hard in them. No, I'm just like.
I was 16. Was I 16?
Yeah, you were 16 when I met you. About to turn
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, so you know. So, anyways, he asked me on a date, and was it for the next day?
I think it was, or for that Friday, whenever that was.
Yeah, he was real thirsty.
I wasn't
He tried to
thirsty,
call
y'all,
me
but
thirsty.
you know.
He was thirsty.
Hey, man, when you gotta find like soap, you know, I was trying to get you out there. You know what I mean? I was trying to see what you was all about.
So he ended up taking me to the gorge.
Took her to the gorge. If you're familiar with the area that we live in, you know of the gorge, and it is a beautiful park with a waterfall. You got a nice trail, and it's super cool. And I knew she would love it because most people do. And don't act, I know that. But took her to the gorge, and then I also took her to another trail where it had this beautiful view. And then after that, I had to give her the test, y'all. You can always tell what kind of woman you're dealing with by where you take her and how she reacts. So I took her right over to one of my spots, y'all. I was in high school, so I didn't have a lot of money at the time. Like, we was broke. Neither of us had a lot of money at the time. And now, you know, times are a lot different. But back then, times were harder. So with that being said, we went to Wendy's, right? Is that
And
cool
you know
for a first date?
I liked it, Wendy's, okay?
Exactly. Like,
Look,
Wendy's was
I'm
cool. People
not
be down
bougie,
playing Wendy's.
So when we went to Wendy's, like, I was straight chilling.
Now, I ain't taking her to Wendy's now unless we on a road trip or something where we're just trying to get something to carry on the road. But, you know, now it's more of like an Outback or, you know, maybe an Olive Garden. You know.
I was like not trying to eat, so I just got a chocolate frosty and an ice cream, which I barely even ate. I don't know what it is about first dates.
Now, mind you, this girl is really over here.
Look.
Like barely eating. Mind you, I'm over here. I got my burger, my fries. I think I got a 4 for $4, so I'm grubbing on everything. Like she over here.
I'm not real.
I'm like, you still hungry? She was like, nah, I'm good. I'm fine. I'm like, all right, cool. Less for me, or more for me.
Yeah. So as we're there, we were like at a little window seat, and you remember this older white lady said, well, she walked over and she said, "You guys make a nice couple." We had looked at each other because we was not a couple.
Right at all.
And
not yet. I wanted to be though.
And then. Yeah.
Yep. So then after Wendy's was cool. Like she said, she really enjoyed it. I enjoyed myself, of course, because I chose where to go. But anyways, we dropped her off, and as I was dropping her off, like y'all, this girl tried to do the dash on me. Like I'm over here, you know. I'm like, oh yeah, I had a good time. She was like, me too. And then she started opening the door. I was like, yeah, you know, we should do this again sometime. And she was like, yeah, we should. As she's hopping off the car. And I'm like, dang, like, I thought I was going to give me a little, you know, maybe just a little, you know, just a little tap. You know what I mean? But I ain't getting nothing. Like, I'm like, dang, like, all right, well, yeah, we going to do this again. So I'm going to text you. And it took me like 5 dates to get a first kiss. Like, god dang, like.
All right, he get plenty of them now.
Hey,
but
she's making me wait. I was like, man, oh man.
That's what y'all gotta do. Y'all see, that's a key right there. You see, as he said, we've been together 5 long years.
Hey,
actually, it ain't even 5 years yet until we get to
September 17th, y'all.
And it's July.
Then we got together in 2015.
2015, and now it's 2020.
2020.
And this is my rider.
My ride or die, y'all. We
My
gonna have
right
something.
hand.
We gonna have something coming soon. We gonna have something coming soon. It ain't here yet, but it's coming soon. Best believe that.
Alright, so to the our video, baby.
Yeah, so y'all, that is how Dom and I had met. Man, we got a lot to tell y'all because Dominica went to Dom, and you know, it's just so much in our relationship that people don't know. And
right.
I mean,
that I do want to share with you guys because I do want my channel to be more like lifestyle and just me all around and not just hair. So if you guys like this type of video, make sure you let me know down below. All right, y'all, so if you like videos like this, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post a new video. And my baby has a channel. Go ahead, baby.
Hey, make sure y'all subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel at therealdevinclark. Go subscribe, go like my stuff.
Right. A little piece about me that you guys don't know yet is that I ride a motorcycle, but I got it from him. So if you like content like that, make sure you head over there because my baby is dope. Period. Hey girl, shout me out there. Shout me out there.
Oh, we can't forget about our shirts, man. Dang.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all, look at our shirts. We twinning today.
Got a Steve.
So as y'all know, the God is Dope brand is very big, especially on Instagram, and they were running the sale for $5.99. We got these shirts, and they are awesome. They're very comfortable. They look very nice, and we both got matching shirts. So, you know.
All right, y'all. Peace.